with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Mike's hot.
It's Tuesday, Albuquerque. You know what that means?
I do.
It means the Duke is here. Steve Palmisano, let's go.
What is up?
Thank you for your donation yesterday to UNM Athletics as they assisted those who needed help in Ruidoso with our big goods drive.
Awesome.
Your Duke's tickets for Duke's Night, which is this Saturday night over at Istos Park, were they were the belle of the ball. That's what people wanted there.
Is that what they said?
Yes,
Awesome.
they did.
Well, thanks for doing that.
Well, you're the one who's the
Thanks
helper.
for being out there.
You're the helper.
Did you raise a bunch of stuff?
We were going to do the show anyways.
Yeah,
Steve.
that's true.
We had to do it somewhere.
We're-
Might as well do it somewhere where we can help people.
Yeah. That's cool. Did you get rained on?
Sprinkled on.
Not really.
Sprinkled upon.
I mean, like New Mexicans would have freaked out about it.
People weren't
Oh
when
my
they
God.
drove in, were they all
I saw lightning.
Yeah.
Where was the lightning?
I didn't
Was
see
it right here? Did the lightning touch you?
It was 8 miles away because you counted to 8. I remember hearing that.
Fortunately, no one donated cotton candy yesterday.
good.
What is,
So-
I don't understand what's that mean.
It would have melted
What?
in the torrential down sprinkle.
What's up, Zay?
What's up? How you doing?
Now, my fellow Dallas Cowboy.
Yes.
Your
You-
guys are not part of
Dude,
the
you
team.
were rocking it yesterday. I was impressed.
Thank you. I try, and I try to do it with without throwing them too bad.
Yeah.
I don't want to embarrass.
Right.
For
Right,
those
Dan on
who
that
missed,
one.
Yeah,
I
let
could feel
them
that.
do it themselves.
yeah, for those who missed the show yesterday, Isaiah tried to defend the Cowboys, and it was like every
And he did it every
Every-
step of the way.
Cowboy fan you've ever listened to. So if you want a recap of that, go listen to your drunk uncle talk about how great the Cowboys used to be. What's that feel like, Steve?
They're going to win the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, my God. If the Cowboys,
Why don't we do a call in if you think that the Dallas Cowboys are going to win?
if the
Yeah,
Cowboys
I need more Cowboy
absorbed,
fans to call in.
if they absorbed the whole NFC East, just got the pick of the litter for the whole NFC East,
Mhm.
they still wouldn't go to the Super Bowl.
Okay. Who brought this up anyway?
I need
You
more
did.
Cowboy- I need more Cowboy fans to call
There
in.
are no Cowboy fans.
Ah,
They're not the thing that they think they are.
They're the daddy of every other team.
Look outside real quick, Steve. Is it fair weather out? Because if it is, then there'll be some Cowboy
It's
fans.
beautiful
Mhm.
out there.
Okay, beautiful weather.
Yeah.
Talk to what goes into Saturday for you and the Dukes at Istos Park.
It's a fair amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun. It's great. It's something we look forward to every year. And
It's the best game of the year all year for the Isotopes.
I-
My words,
if you
not
ask-
yours.
yeah. Sure. I think so. I mean, I think a lot of people would say that.
If you're a fool and you haven't been to the Duke's team store yet
Yeah.
in the Nob Hill Shopping
Come
Center,
now.
come whenever you can.
Save 10%.
all right.
Or on Saturday, you bring the whole Duke's team store right there to the concourse.
You're taking everything
at
in the
ISO's.
store?
Not everything.
Literally everything here. You heard it from here first.
We used to. Literally, I mean, we'd leave, pretty much empty out the store at the old store,
Not a hanger.
truck it over.
Like, is there exclusive stuff to the game? Like, how does it work?
This year there will be.
Shut up.
Yeah.
What is it? Can I get it now?
I
Can I
can't.
get it early?
We're waiting to announce it.
Oh, like waiting for UPS to
Or
deliver it?
No, we have them. 3 new hats.
So hold on. What are we waiting to announce if this is the place where you announce stuff?
This is where we break news.
I'm wearing the Duke's pickle shirt Saturday.
Oh, cool.
It's not a pickle, Fred.
I was trying to find that one.
It's a green chili. That is a green chili.
It's the Albuquerque Duke if he was drawn by the animators of Mickey Mouse leaning up against a big old green chili.
Which
Awesome.
is sweet.
That's what I'm going to wear. And it's Summer Sizzle at the El Rey the night before. I'm actually going to wear it 2 days in a row. I'm going to wear it to Summer Sizzle
Gross.
Nice.
because it's like a super hot. That's like a super hot shirt.
Don't you dare
So like
wear that shirt around a
Ew.
bunch of wrestling fans and then wear it next to me the next day.
He's going to watch it when he gets home.
I will.
That is-
I will not.
What did I do to deserve this punishment?
You have a washer at home.
I
dryer?
actually own 2 washers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, just get home,
What,
throw
eighth
it
of an
in.
inch, quarter inch?
Yep.
Yeah.
Use them.
You guys have been working together too long.
yeah.
It's 5 years next month.
5?
Isn't that crazy?
Is that all?
hmm
I thought it was like the 7th annual anniversary.
Well, we've been celebrating the day we met for years before.
Right.
Yeah.
We had day jobs before this. We used to be very successful before we took on this enterprise.
Mm-hmm. We started handing out producer jobs to every ho hum off the street cowboy.
Every what?
Ho hum.
Yeah, but they stopped doing that before I got here, Steve.
Good. They knew better.
May I have another producer job, please, sir? That's what we would hear.
Zay's resume actually checked out. More importantly, passed the vibe check.
Yeah, vibe
Can I
check.
ask
Yeah.
a question about that?
Way
Is it
more
about
important.
only if you can circle it back to Duke's this Saturday night?
Probably
Drawing the
not.
line, drawing the
Probably
line.
not.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I just was wondering when, it's going to say, I don't even remember how it goes
Take
now.
the time.
All I remember is the end where it says, "Hey, Maria Castillo."
Yeah, I thought that's where you were
Yeah.
going to go, Steve. I thought that's where you were going with it.
Well, do you think like a producer of the
I
show
can-
should produce that, or do you think
I can do it for you. I mean, I thought maybe she was coming back.
we were waiting? We were trying to get Isaiah through his Proby. That way we didn't have to do it
Oh.
twice.
Yeah. How close are you? When's the date?
It's got to be close.
When's your 90
this
day?
time.
I mean, how long are you going to? Is she charging? You
So the
for-
breaking news. Friends of the show, that's why Isaiah's cool intro isn't here yet. They scare I'm going to leave him.
It's called a Proby for a reason.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not.
Well, how long does that last?
How long does Proby last?
Yeah.
For Isaiah, it's longer.
And
That's,
Should have
that's
been
weird.
like-
I definitely got
day.
my 1 year anniversary from
I mean, he's-
Cumulus a few
Look at
months
the
ago.
the
Oh my
shot
goodness.
there. That shot that he has on the Facebook is. I mean, he's rearranged the whole studio back.
That's
there.
not true. He moved the
Yeah.
camera.
He moved the
Right.
camera.
The studio is still the
No,
same
he
arrangement.
moved the whole desk behind him.
That's not correct at all.
Nope.
Also, if
but
you want,
it's a great shot.
if you want to see your boys live, you can do that on Facebook.com/TalkABQ,
Yeah.
Instagram.com/TalkABQ,
Mhm.
YouTube.com/TalkABQ.
looks great.
We
Good
are
job,
the,
Zay.
Thank you. And if I wasn't a Cowboys fan, that also would have had my name in the intro. Day 2. That's
Well,
the part they're not trying to explain.
It's such a wild Cowboys thing to think that it has anything to do with your existence on Earth,
Yeah, don't make it about the Cowboys.
because no one cares about the Cowboys.
No one as in.
That's him. That's the person. No one. The number of
okay.
people who care about the Cowboys
Is huge.
Bigger than anybody else in the NFL.
It's American.
It's like number 2 to Swifties. Swifties number 1. Cowboys number 2.
Let's get Kelsey on the Cowboys.
who?
Chick-fil-A number 3.
If I had to pick a team to be a fan of, obviously I'm going to pick
the Albuquerque
the-
Dukes.
Florida Panthers. Let's go.
Oh.
Our Stanley Cup champions. And that loser Connor McDavid who's only about himself and doesn't care about his Blue Jays team.
When did he switch over from the UFC?
Connor McDavid?
Yeah.
Last time the knees gave out.
Probably doing both, actually.
It's easier to skate than wrestle.
So Connor McDavid wins the Conn Smythe trophy.
Yes, that is a thing.
So I had to learn what that was. So he was playing for Montreal's team, and they lost against Florida last night.
You're super close of going through every Canadian city. Let's keep this
I
up.
think I have it.
Okay.
So in a losing effort, they say the winner actually is the loser.
Yeah.
Connor McDavid, let's have a big round of applause for him, Miami fans.
Mhm.
And then they waited.
So
Mhm.
basically, he got the treatment we thought Luca should have gotten.
And they waited.
Yeah.
And they're still waiting for him to
Mhm.
come out and pick up the trophy.
Yeah. He went out for cigarettes and milk, never to return to pick up his trophy.
I don't think he took it back with him to Vancouver.
I don't think anyone showed up to pick it up. It's still sitting there. The ice is melted.
Some
And
say,
that trophy is still sitting there.
God, that sucks. Do you Zamboni the ice after the final game?
You just let it melt, right? Bottle it up, send it to Flint.
I don't.
They
Ooh.
probably let fans come out and skate. I'd imagine, right?
It's not even like an inch thick.
Yes, they have a fan skate after Game 7. Oh God, I love that.
They have to imagine like pay for VIP tickets, get to skate after the game.
That's genius.
Did
That's
you-
legit genius.
You bring your puppy out, that kind
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
Just let her run out there on the ice. So the Florida I watched hockey last night. First time, I think, since before me and Van started radio. And it was the best I'd ever saw for 1 6-minute period. There was a 6-minute, non-interrupted, no whistle, free play.
Wild.
It was the wild, and I
Yeah.
just happened to have turned it on at that moment when I got home. And I was like, I don't remember hockey being arena soccer. Like, this is incredible. This is the coolest thing I ever saw. And then the dude scores to cap it off at like 6 minutes flat or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hockey is the business. And then I sat there for the entire rest of the game waiting for that energy again, and it never came back.
Never came
It
back.
was a complete letdown.
30 seconds. 30
That's how
seconds.
That's how I felt about hockey. What year was it? Like 2012, 2013, when the USA was doing an awesome job in like Olympic or national hockey. And I think I saw us score like 2 goals within 5 minutes to win the game. And I haven't seen hockey peak like that since for me.
In their defense, it was a pretty furious third period. There's a lot of action close to goal. Some crazy opportunities for Edmonton to tie it up or win it. Just couldn't take advantage. It was pretty exciting there towards the end.
Frantic, I think is the word I would use, because
Sure.
I know the game of hockey. Did you watch any of this, Steve? There's no reason you would have. No.
did not.
He was watching old Duke's highlights.
Oh, you have a bunch of old Dukes highlights?
Mm-hmm.
Where are those at? Can I get those?
They're at home.
That's the worst answer.
Quit trying to get us over to your house.
Yeah. But it was like,
I'm trying to remember what I did last night. I was thinking I was working.
oh, because this weekend.
Yeah.
Because it's Duke's night at Estes Park.
Right.
Somebody's got to work.
Stanley Cup final game soars 7.66 million viewers.
Dang, it's like half of a Caitlin Clark game.
That's like half of a Dallas Cowboy game.
Yeah, that's a third of a Dallas Cowboys game.
It's double a Lakers game.
Yeah. Good job.
Oh, good one. Way to sneak that one in there, Fred.
I'm just
That's
giving you the
wild.
numbers.
Caitlin Clark doubles Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
Are
That
these
is
real
bonkers.
numbers or are these all Canadians?
Like
Do they-
70-30.
Do they know how to stream?
This is like another Monterey. Most since 1987. I mean, there you go. I mean, more people watch this thing than anything. It's good.
Since 1987 with the Miracle on Ice.
Well, that was 1980. So no,
That's close.
like
That's the last time I watched the game on tape.
it took the ring off my finger. That's all I know. On tape? Is that what you said? It was tape delayed.
No, it was on the internet, but it was on tape.
That's the thing I'm most excited about with the Olympics now, because nothing's on tape anymore,
Mm.
and now with streaming and everything, like you can watch all the weirdest stuff.
I heard whispers that you'll be able to stack multiple channels on different streaming devices, so you can like watch live NBC and Peacock and ESPN and Hulu all at the same time, like multiple squares going at the same time.
Well, I don't think
I don't know how it works.
For $9.95.
Yeah.
$99.95.
ESPN doesn't have the Olympics, but I know with what you're talking about with Universal and like USA and Bravo and all that stuff,
Yeah.
they have what you're talking about.
Yeah,
That'd be
awesome.
It will be awesome. And like those, and I'll be that guy. Like I love women's gymnastics once every 4 years. Like
Sure.
I love like women's soccer once every 4 years. There's actually gonna be a trend here, and it's all women's athletics. But
Mhm.
you get the point. Like
Ice dancing.
it's the Summer Olympics, Steve.
Oh,
That was pretty. It's pretty smart that they stacked Caitlin Clark going to the NBA in an Olympics year.
Is she on the Olympic team yet?
No,
When are they going to change their mind on that?
probably right after January 6th.
What does that have to do with it? That's the Winter Games.
Oh, is it? Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to get hurt last minute. They're going to put her on. It's like JJ Redick.
didn't somebody already get hurt?
Yeah,
don't-
and somebody else went on.
Oh,
I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Then they know someone else is going to get hurt. There's a script to this stuff.
Yeah,
Like
there's
they're-
somebody else ahead of her. There's a veteran. They don't want her on there stealing the shine.
who's
yet.
they?
All the
They-
veterans of the NBA who beat her ass Every
Diana-
basketball game.
Diana Taurasi.
WNBA.
Is she on the team? No, she is.
Oh, of course.
I think she's the captain
Mhm.
now.
Look at her.
She is the captain now. I believe that's correct. When we get back from the break, we're at the Duke store. You can right now, while you're listening to us, drive over to the parking lot just west of University Stadium and make a donation to UNN Athletics as they are taking all the way down to Rio Doso an equipment trailer and buses full of supplies and athletes to help those individuals in need down there. What's up, Steve? What?
Did you say supplies and what?
Student athletes.
Oh, they're taking student athletes down
Yeah,
there?
they're going to disperse the donations.
Oh,
They lost
I
a lot of good people in Rio
was
Doso. We're going to replace them with some student athletes.
half listening to what he was saying.
What?
You already helped with tickets.
Okay. There's no need to yell at me.
When we get back from the break, Steve describes the fit that I'm going to wear Saturday night at the Dukes game. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 610, live from the Duke store, the sports animal.
This report is.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On. Van, describe my new hat.
First off, I'm just going to use the word beautiful.
Yeah.
I think majestic comes to mind.
It looks like the hat that the kid wears in the Sandlot.
That's great comparison.
What color is this hat?
I would say somebody who drove a Kenworth in like 1984
Kansas City Chiefs colors.
would be really into that hat.
Steve, is that why you designed this Albuquerque Dukes hat to look like a championship football team like the Kansas City Chiefs?
I love Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, he's new.
He's my Holmes.
No, he's never heard that joke. Saturday night is the Dukes game over at Isotopes Park. You can come hang out with me, Steve, and Van, but only for the length of a transaction.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
How many hats?
Keep them moving.
How many hats are you going to move through?
All of them.
Probably all of them. Especially with 3 that we're going to release on
Why didn't you
Saturday.
bring those over here?
They're right down there.
I can't see that far. We will be debuting at some point, probably, right? Today.
Mm,
It'd be cool if we did.
it'd be awesome.
So there's 3 exclusive, brand new. Like Johnny James don't even have these.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Ooh.
Dang.
I don't know. I know. Well, I can confirm he doesn't have it.
But he
Have any of them?
but he will.
He might have seen them.
So let me get this straight.
Johnny James saw these hats before you did.
Me and Van,
Ouch.
you're best friends.
Hurtful.
Correct. Well, you guys got here at
Hurtful.
3:45.
I was here precisely at 3:31.
Now hold on. 335.
I was
Yeah.
gonna. I told Jared. I said if these guys get here between 3 and 3:15, they can see these hats. But you guys were busy.
Yeah.
Well,
You don't show me them hat. You about the CDs.
what? Music? CDs for music? Doors open at
Damn.
5:30 on Saturday night, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then where is the merch booth? Because that's what people are most
Right
concerned
on
with.
the concourse level, right in front of the Isotopes store where they sell their gear.
They might as well close up on Saturday night.
You got options. One really good one.
The Dukes, obviously.
Yes.
I think they're open.
Why?
I think they have restrooms in there. I don't know. So, because they sell their merch.
Am I working the point of sale? That's the question.
sure.
Like, what is my role?
You are the master of ceremonies.
Who does the POS? Is it like
That's us.
Yeah.
what company does it? Because I'm familiar with a couple of them.
Shopify?
Shopify. Okay, sweet. I'm not familiar with that operating system, but I will be by Saturday.
Okay.
Is there
I'm
a
gonna send
video
you-
class we can take?
Yeah,
to
I'm
learn?
sending you a tutorial.
Thank you.
Now, I'm not trying to mess anything up with you tax wise, but we're not actually employees.
Okay.
So,
It's called volunteer.
okay, we're volunteering.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And
Yeah.
I have the brain of a child, so that's kind of like
Saw that earlier.
that's kind of like child labor.
We
It's
obser-
super
we
close.
Observed that.
You're teeter tottering on a line here,
I am.
like
What if-
I teeter totter
Now,
at recess.
is it true that we're taking cash transactions? Because I've been telling everyone we are.
Bring all your cash to Isotopes Park.
That's what I'm talking about.
Sweet.
Because I'm tired of the oppression of the man
Yeah.
when I go out to events.
By the way, we're not making change.
No, and I'm not making change. You're bringing exact change. And what's a hat cost? What
$45.21 for a fitted hat.
dog, round that thing down to 45 flat. I don't have time to make change.
I gotta pay.
I rounded up to 40. What was it? 46.25.
I had a guy came in and said, "Hey, we can change you over. We'll get rid of all your processing fees and just put that right onto the price of your item so that it transfers right to the consumer." I'm like, I'm not doing that.
I agree. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Man of the people.
He thought it was a great idea. I'm like,
Jerk move.
but apparently that's a thing. We don't do that here at the Duke store.
Put his company on blast. But who is he selling for?
Yeah. What was he selling
Let
for?
me get his card.
Star POS. And we're
What-
talking about point of sale, by the
Star,
way, guys.
like the debit card
It's
company.
2 R's.
What
Yeah.
are you talking about?
There's 2 R's. POS, by the way, friend of the show, point of sale.
Yeah.
Talking about how you transfer money into Steve's deep, deep pockets.
Is that true?
Yeah.
So if they buy
Not
Duke's
the other
gear from
POS.
you because you own the Dukes, that money's going into Daddy's pockets?
Very little of it by the end. No.
You got to pay the man.
Players on the field are going to wear Dukes gear?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, what jersey are they wearing?
The gold jersey, the red lettering, those Dukes across the front.
Ooh, those are sweet.
And then what hat?
A red crown with a gold bill and a green under visor.
Okay.
With the classic Duke logo?
You got a couple of those in
Yes,
stock?
Up there, top corner.
Oh, those are sweet.
I want to wear what they're wearing on the field.
We will be selling those hats. They're flex fits.
3930s?
3930s.
Any
That's my go-to hat.
doing
I
white
heard
pants?
that yesterday. I'm not sure what color pants they have.
Oh, you don't have to provide pants?
No, they have the uniforms there.
Oh, you don't even
Jerseys.
provide the uniforms? They just have them?
They buy them and they only wear them once a year. So they
I'll throw them in a closet after that.
yeah.
So do players have to wear different numbers? Like if, say there's like Stovall, for instance.
Good question.
Because he's like
You beat me to
he's
it
a
again.
littler dude.
Yeah. Did you make the number 0 in medium?
Good question.
That's a question for John Traub.
Oh,
Now, is he going to be wearing Duke's gear?
Probably not.
Better.
like a polo?
Everyone
Like a
should be.
3/4 zip? 3/4 zip and some khakis?
I don't know. I've seen some isotopes people come in over the last couple of weeks to buy some stuff. I don't know if John has a Duke's.
Now John will claim he has the original Isotopes. I mean Duke's hat.
He
Like he'll
might.
claim he has from his years of collecting.
He might. He just told me. We've talked about how much the Duke's logo or the Duke's teams of the past.
It's the most
It was one of his favorites because
it's the most important brand in town.
at least that's what he told me.
I would say
I think that's probably
in the
true.
world.
What?
Yeah.
The Duke's logo, the Duke's brand.
When I went to copyright Duke City Championship Wrestling, they told me when I went to trademark it, they said your brand was one of the reasons why I couldn't trademark Duke
That's correct.
because you own the Dukes.
Correct.
And they sent me a thing that said you can trademark the logo of Duke City Championship Wrestling, but you
Yeah.
cannot trademark the phrase Duke City Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, Duke
That's
City
probably true.
Tire Shop beat you by like 50 years, Fred.
Yeah, that part's true. Too.
It's a bummer.
Saturday, 5:30. Get there early. Actually, come before then. Come before then. Buy your thing, and then get there early on 5:30. Come and see me and Van as we help man the booth at the Dukes game.
Which Teller Vodka's booth?
Kissing,
Ah, okay.
and then
Yeah, you don't want to stand in line
no, you'll miss the game.
to get
Get it?
some
Yeah.
gear. So get it early. Come by here first. Except for the 3 hats that we're debuting at the game.
And then for those, bring 40, 80, 126,
Right.
Bring
Round it up.
$154.64.
45.21 for the 59.50.
Van
17.38.
Van and Fred are bringing their. How are you bringing all that change?
I am not giving change. I
Oh.
cannot be more.
You give me the tip.
Yeah. Now, if it's $46.21 and they're like, brother, I only have $45 on me, I'm gonna say, it looks like you have a brand new hat.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Congratulations, Steve's out of 21 cents.
Yeah, I don't know.
Settle
What,
up afterwards.
Uh-huh.
like if I have to come off,
Fred owes me $1
yeah, I'm fine. Like it's
per hat over the course of 4
Well,
I
$4
already owe Steve like $5K from people using my name and getting 10% off all the
Yeah.
time.
always.
I'm way in the red on Steve.
now. Here's the thing.
Finally just said, I don't know who Van.
Who are you talking about?
When
That's at the other Duke store.
Now, when people are checking out, is it true that if they like the Albuquerque Dukes on Facebook and Instagram, that they get a discount?
No,
Okay, noted.
I don't. I'm not set up for that. Fred.
If you show me that you like the Dukes on Instagram and the Dukes on Facebook and Two Men On Instagram and Two
You
Men
get a
On,
And
huge
Facebook.
You get a half off.
get a whole bunch of low key, that's a thing we've done before.
That's cool. No, that's a
Super
good idea.
works. The guy that you thought would declare bankruptcy declared bankruptcy today. We'll tell you all about it whenever we get back. It's coming on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Welcome back to the program. 2 Men On, live from the Duke store. I went to 6-6 Diner for dinner yesterday. Have you been there in a while?
Not lately.
Are you missing out? Milkshake hits so good.
A lot of boys in that yard.
You got that one? That one hit?
Finally. Okay.
I'm going to give you guys one guess. Who filed for bankruptcy?
The girl from the viral video.
Ah,
Oh, the Haktua girl?
Yeah,
She lost her job, bro.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
it's terrible.
Nashville goes hard, man. I've got super weird in Nashville. I get it. I mean, I get it.
she did nothing wrong.
Nothing
No.
wrong.
Zero.
She's a hero.
She was just celebrating.
Just answered the guy's question.
I mean, pretty directly though. Like,
She's a goddess amongst women.
who?
The Haktua girl.
No.
Yes.
Scarlet A, brother.
Huh?
Scarlet A. She's done for.
Okay, now hold on. What century do we live in?
Current. Isaiah doesn't know what a Scarlet A is.
I don't. She have red hair?
Nope.
He knows Scarlet J.
It is not the Haktua girl.
Hmm.
Van, one guess.
One guess. The Trump Foundation in New York. Oh wait, never mind.
That
They were
happened.
forced.
Yeah, that was something.
Yeah, they're already forced to shutter their windows. My
Mhm.
bad.
Not going to be that one.
Yeah. Okay.
It is Antonio Brown.
Ah. Okay.
Yeah.
The most believable answer in the history of the universe.
It's always the one you most suspect.
Uh-huh.
That's what they say.
hmm
He goes on to say, quote, he pulls some language out of J.J. Reddick's book, and he says, quote, I'm expletived up.
He's all bleeped up.
Yeah, made $81 million during his 12-year career, and now at 35 years old has filed Chapter 11, which is commonly referred to as reorganization, boys.
Mhm.
So you get your debts in order, and you can somebody will lend you a number, and you have to repay that number, or if you don't, you lose all your debts. It's a whole thing. It's a whole process. But I mean, he's got to do something. There's got to be someone out there to help him get just right, because he is as chaotic of a human being as there is on the planet.
This comes as no surprise to any human being on planet
No.
Earth. If we would have had like a bankruptcy bingo, I would have put him right in the middle this year. He would be the middle square,
That's the free spot.
basically.
No, it's already free, dude. Like, pick a different spot.
Oh, well, I play expert level bingo. You got to pick your own spots. So nice try, guys.
I mean, if there was
I'm just saying.
a number in the middle square in bingo, it would throw off all the numbers the rest of
Right.
the way. Like, it doesn't work the way
Have
you're
you ever
describing.
played bingo?
Are you familiar with the rules?
Yeah, I play on hard level.
Name
Not
one.
like you
What do you mean hard level?
losers playing on easy,
Name one
where there's
word.
extra squares.
Name one word associated with bingo besides the word bingo.
I would choose N95.
The mask, the COVID mask,
First of all, they only goes to 75.
and you know so little.
Again, back to me playing on expert level. You losers.
There's not a level of bingo. Either you win or you don't. You don't.
We just
it's
need
not like
any
you can
verbiage
make it harder.
from
Yeah.
the lexicon of bingo.
How about 069?
Okay,
Yeah, we're gonna do that one.
that's
That's a ball in bingo.
How about a multi-tabber?
Do you believe it? Now, this is a good one. Now, do you believe they're called tabbers?
Sliders. You slide it over.
Is that the one you got? The see-through red one?
Yeah.
Quite often in this
From
lovely life
Church bingo.
that I'm in the middle of,
Uh-huh.
I'm passionate about a lot of things,
Yeah.
and I become an expert in those things.
Immediately.
Not immediately. It
Okay.
takes some time because you know how my brain works.
Not what.
Poorly.
Yeah,
Yes.
you got a little Antonio Brown in you.
Poorly. Yeah, for sure. Call me Vantonio Brown.
Nice.
Bingo's not one of them. I don't care ever to learn anything about bingo.
It's called a dauber.
It's not. It's a
From the Minnesota State Screaming Eagles? That
Nice.
dauber?
That dauber.
Yeah.
you've never played like straight line. We're going for the straight bingo.
Not in June.
Going for the L. We're going for the
You ever try to
X.
fill the box?
We're doing the small window, doing the large window. So
Mm-mm.
go for the potluck.
How do-
We're doing the blackout.
Why do you know what a shot color is, but you don't know what a bingo color is?
I know what a shock collar is.
That's a whole nother thing. Chapter 11, often used by idiots. So Chapter 11 is for when you want to claim you're not broke, but you don't want to pay back stuff. It's primarily business.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for instance, like, let's say you own it. We all own a business here. So let's say we were real done with our business. That's what you would do. And you say, I get to keep what's mine. That's not going to work for Antonio Brown, though, because there's no way he has kept those monies separate.
Well, he's owed so much money to so many people. So many dumb things he's done that he's got sued for and chosen by the court to be at fault. He owes a lot of people a lot of money.
He's still on the Arena Football League team.
He never
No.
paid those guys.
He never paid his dues or paid his players. They took away his team.
Oh, they did.
He's never told the truth ever one time about anything.
I'm sure he did when he said, "I'm open. Throw
Uh-huh.
it to me."
Mm.
Yep.
It's the last time.
Traditionally, wide receiver is pretty honest. And then you get this cautionary tale, which he is, which is like a really good cautionary tale. And then there's guys like Tyreek Hill are like, I'm going to be just like him.
Mhm.
It's like going down that exact same path.
Yeah, personally, financially, behaviorally.
Ugh. Do you think he'll pay his attorney?
It's
Do you think
You better get
is
something
his
in
own
writing.
Attorney.
yeah.
Any attorney that willingly accepts Antonio Brown is a Steelers fan.
Well, he gets to claim insanity, obviously. Him and his lawyer.
10 out of 10 times.
Him because
Is that part of the?
all of the evidence. His lawyer because they took on the job.
Is that a defense for like owing people money?
Insanity?
Insanity
I think it's a defense for like everything.
for everything. Yeah.
I think. I'm trying to think of a time when that wouldn't work, though. Well, I get it would be tough if you did some insane stuff, and then they were like, "Why'd you do this insane stuff?" And you're like, "Well, I'm
insane.
I'm insane."
Yeah.
That's
Look at all of this evidence. Have you seen all this evidence?
the other day. What's the name of that surfboarder that got eaten by a shark? The other
God,
day?
that is awful. Tamayo Perry.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tamayo Perry gets eaten by a shark the other day, and you're like, "Oh, what are the odds of that?" And you're like, "Well, actually,
High.
incredibly high,
Yeah.
as he was a surfer."
Higher than anyone on earth.
Yeah, statistically speaking, he would be the one.
Yeah. Yeah. While you're going out looking for a wave, you look like a big old delicious fat turtle. just
Yeah.
cruising through the water.
Where was this?
The water.
Oh my God!
The ocean.
You familiar with its work?
Like California?
Sure. Anywhere that surfers propagate. I know so incredibly little about surfing.
Hawaii?
One would assume that Hawaii would be. Now, I believe Hawaii surf is greater in the winter, and I don't know why I think that. I think that's a thing I've heard historically at some point,
Say that?
that the surf is better in Hawaii during the winter.
Correct.
Was
Yeah.
it a great white
Surf?
shark?
Could have been. I don't know which sharks eat the most people, but great white, because I know
Hungry.
I know the name of that one would make me think that one is more dangerous than like Sharky boy.
He was very close to the area you're talking about.
Where?
North shore of Oahu.
There you go, the North Shore of Oahu.
Malaya Kalahahana Beach.
We've been there.
Was the shark in the area prior to? Did they know that there was an issue?
Well, to be fair,
To be fair.
he went into the shark's home. I want to be
Mhm.
like, are we talking about B&E right here?
Yeah.
Because
A shark didn't enter an Arby's
No.
and attack him.
I didn't say that it did.
I don't know how many shark attacks there are a year. Again, I'm not trying to be the guy that claim that I do. but I would believe of whatever percent of shark attacks are a year, whatever number of shark attacks, the highest percent of professions, and that is surfer.
Sure. I'm not
It
saying
should be overwhelmingly surfer. Because usually for like citizens, beachgoers don't go deep enough for a shark attack. It's usually just surfers.
sometimes they come all the way to the
Yeah,
shore.
the sharks are starting to come up to the shore recently. I've heard that the sea animals are starting to get together and plot on the humans.
Now, who's told you this?
That's what he's
'Cause
heard.
I need to know more.
Obviously-
Nat Geo Wild.
Orcas.
I think it was the
Yeah,
Orcas are
for
attacking
sure.
boats. I mean, come on.
16. So they're annually 69
Nice.
confirmed unprovoked attacks and 16 fatalities.
There's only 10 last year. Slow year for shark attacks.
so what's an unprovoked attack?
You know, that's a great question because, like,
Yeah.
if the shark's just there minding its own business wearing a hoodie, like, what are you supposed to, like, what's up with that? Isaiah, and thoughts?
Yeah. Sharks just chilling, eating some Skittles.
Yeah, like, it's not the shark's fault. No, Isaiah, just gonna let that one sit.
I thought
Run that back?
you just said
Uh,
that the guy went into the shark's habitat.
So you
so
believe?
of course
Yes.
he was going to get attacked.
Yeah,
the
So is that
ocean.
provoked?
I think a provoked one is like at SeaWorld.
Did you see
Whenever,
what he was wearing?
yeah, shark skin.
I mean, you got some people that will really, they go into the waters where sharks are known to be in there, and they'll step on a rock or something and get a little cut in their foot and
Mm-hmm.
just keep on swimming. All righty.
Or they go out there and to find the shark and provoke him.
I don't think you're wrong. I
But
think
if I touch his nose, he won't bite me.
any of those internet videos where people are saving animals on the beach are all staged. They're all fake. No one is really running up to an animal with a camera and saving it from a hook or being beached
I
or
would do
whatever.
that. I
Yeah,
would.
if you saw, but that doesn't happen. These people go capture little sea lions or whatever, throw them on the beach,
Oh,
and then they record a video and they're like, "We're saving them from the beach. We're here."
That's awful. That is awful.
It's not true.
You guys don't
It's
think
probably
they do
partially
that
true.
with those videos where they like grab a turtle out the water?
Yep,
who
flipped
got-
over upside down. I swear to God, it's all fake.
Well, I saw one. There was actually a huge shark that was like stuck in the sand not too long ago, and there was like 4 people, and they were all trying to pull him by his tail fin.
I believe I saw the same one you're referring to, Isaiah,
He
and
was
I think
flopping.
that one is legitimate.
It's got to be.
I don't think anybody like
Yeah, and then
coerced a shark up to the coast
and there was a guy
with a
surfing.
professional surfer. Say, hey, come get this surfer. Come on, little surfer.
The only one that's real is the one where they blow the whale up with dynamite.
Real smelly.
What about all the ones that are wrapped up in the nets? The
No,
fishing-
nets are different
Uh-oh.
because that's 100% humans
Yeah.
causing that. They put the nets there.
No, we already solved that problem using paper straws now, Steve.
Yeah, it's
Come
been
on.
fixed.
We fixed it all.
What
I'm
about when
talking
the
about
turtle
the
has the
videos
straw?
where they're cutting the nets off the seals and
The ones where they're on the beach,
yeah
planted.
planted. Okay,
That all that stuff is made for internet updates.
Yeah.
Every single one.
It's not Dawn soap either. It's a completely different soap.
That's 100% true.
yeah. They're not using Dawn soap.
The one Isaiah's talking about where they put a turtle on its shell and pull it like far out from the tide or whatever.
Mm.
They put that turtle there. There's like footprints leading up to it from the water, turtle in the sand, and then a guy comes up. He's like, "Crikey! I can't believe my shelled friend is upside down in this situation."
Yeah.
No, I saw
Tur-
one. There was like a turtle swimming, and he had a big net like stuck to him. So they grab it out the water and cut the net off of him. I've seen them like pull straws out the turtle's nose.
They put it in there.
like what kind of straws?
Oh,
Shoved it in there.
Paper
Ah.
straws, steel straws.
The yellow and red ones, so you know it's McDonald's.
Not anymore.
Provoked attacks occur when a
Sell them
human
as-
touches, hooks, nets, or otherwise aggravates the animal. So there you go.
Yeah, bleeds in the water.
When we get back from the break, we wrap up hour 1 of this program, Two Men On, live from the Duke Store, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Don't forget this Saturday night is Duke's night over at Isotopes Park, where the players on the field adorn the jersey that this city is famed for. It's the absolute best night of the year in the world of baseball here in town. Steve Palmisano helps bring that to you. So it's the merchandise stand right outside of Isotopes, like regular merchandise store. Their
It's kind of
clubhouse.
right in the. It's right towards the middle of the whole like concourse.
Okay.
You can't miss it. It's
Yeah.
pretty
Love that.
substantial.
Yeah.
Now,
Also, the line is impressive.
Right. There's usually a line
the whole game.
the whole game.
Now it moves fast. Let's get that out of the
Moves
way.
as fast as you guys can get them through.
Well, that's the problem that I
Well,
want to
don't put this on us.
We are not. Don't have high expectations.
Yeah, we're not
So
there for efficiency.
We get distracted easily.
Right. So I don't have high expectations.
There are certain people I won't sell to as well.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
who?
Cowboys fan.
Excuse me.
Cowboys fan.
Van, are you going to be there Saturday?
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Okay. Well, at least one of you will be there.
No, I'll be there.
No.
I
You've been
don't.
disinvited.
I don't care if the person purchasing the best merch in all of Albuquerque, New Mexico, is a Cowboys fan or not, because they have such a giant hole in their life
Yeah, that's a good
that
point.
they need to fill it with something better, like sweet Duke's merch.
Who do you think will make the first sale? Me.
Who's first in line? Who's got the first register?
I bet I sell to like a Isotopes employee or something before we even open. I'm going to be that good at grounds crew guy.
Have you ever done that before? Have
What?
you ever used a phone to sell something?
Like at Duke City Championship Wrestling, we do.
Do you do that there?
Yeah.
You get behind the table, the merch table, and sell.
I mean, I have a employee who does
Yeah.
it.
so you've seen it done.
I'm familiar with the process when it hits my bank account.
I've never done it personally, but I've watched my drug dealer do it a bunch.
Yeah, is that the
Yeah.
same?
It's the same thing.
I've been to a farmer's market.
Yeah.
It's very similar.
It'll be me though. It's
Yeah.
gonna be me.
It's going to be a lot of Isotopes employees come up
Yeah.
early because they're
Now, what verbiage should I use when they want a discount?
they don't ask for a discount.
They better not.
I don't think they do.
If someone is like, Fred, give me the homie hookup.
What is the homie hookup?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking you right now.
I don't know what the homie hookup is.
If Isaiah is like, Fred, give me one of those 3 exclusive banger Dukes hats at Duke's Retro Night where you can only get them at Duke's Retro Night. Like, what polite word should I use to tell him no?
Say you can get it at the game. Get one at the game.
Here's what I say when people ask me for free seats at wrestling.
Yeah.
Like, I'll give, like, GA, I can come up with GA. Seats all sell. Here's what I say when people ask for free seats. I say, seats sell, brother. That's what I say. That's why I would say this hat sells. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Somebody else will buy this if you don't
Yeah.
buy it right now.
I can give you a discount right now, or I can count on it selling at full price later. Which one do you want? If somebody calls me,
like people go to the shop, like the grocery store,
yeah,
and say, "Hey, can I get the homie hookup on these eggs?"
I do that at Target.
Do you?
Yeah,
Does it
I'm like
work?
cheaper on the app, brother.
That's why I do farmers markets. You can haggle a little bit.
Do you?
Yeah,
You
Love 'em.
haggle at the farmer. I pay full price at the farmers.
never.
They put effort in.
Never pay full price for anything ever. Just the little bit of effort it takes. I get a couple. Just shave off a little coin off the edges here, brother.
Big faceless corporation, yes. Small independent business owner, no.
Now hold on. It's Smiths and Albertsons. They're just putting one of their employees in overalls and a big fluffy hat and then selling the same produce at the farmer's market.
You heard it here first. Van Nunley doesn't care about your Etsy store. When we get back from the break,
Talking to you, Janice.
no one's talking to Janice.
Wow.
The
I
NBA
was.
draft is like 2 days away. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Mike's hot.
Welcome back to the program. Me and Van just saw the 3 new hats.
I'll tell you nothing about them.
They're super fire.
You got to come on Saturday.
They're the best. Duke's night, Saturday night, over at Ice Stoves Park. Come hang out with us.
If you
All
want
right.
some tickets,
You can come by right now and get some?
Yeah.
All right, so if you come by the shop and you buy something, Steve will give you tickets. Is that what I just heard?
Yeah.
That's a good deal.
it is a good deal.
Dang, okay. Love everything about it. Come by the shop, get some ticks. If you're also out, you have 1 hour that you can swing by the UNM West parking lot of the University Stadium, drop off your donation for Rio Doso Fire Relief. So that's an important thing over there, and it's easily accessible and can be done by you. So thank you, friends of the show who have.
I know most friends of the show already have,
There was
but
a
if you
lot.
haven't, you got some opportunities, guys.
Okay, time for the draft, boys. The NBA draft starts tomorrow? And I got a mock draft here, and I got a big board here.
Okay.
Now, not trying to be the guy who's always overreacting to everything, because that's me a little bit. I don't know enough about foreign players. I hate it. I should know more about foreign players. I do not. Like, I can talk to you about Reed Shepherd. I can tell you why the Kentucky freshman is going to show up and play really good basketball, but he's not going to be the first overall pick. The Hawks are going to take this Zachary Rashasher kid from France.
Yeah.
Shades of Victor Wembanyama, apparently. Don't have the height, 6'8", maybe 6'9", but just a Babers, 19 years old. I don't know how to project those guys. And I think they're all going to be the best one because Victor Wembanyama showed up and he was the best one.
Well, you can't compare anyone to Victor Wembanyama. He's light years better than anyone in this draft or anyone in the NBA that right now, for that matter. But I think Atlanta wants to take Alex Sarr first, but Alex Sarr does not want to be an Atlanta Hawk.
Why would he?
He's refusing to work out for the Hawks. He's refusing to have meetings with the Hawks. He won't even schedule a Zoom with the Hawks.
Not interested, he said. Not trying to be that thing.
So that's why, by default, it looks like Zachary, the researcher, is going to be number one.
Alex Sarr didn't even play college basketball.
He's French-Australian.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm just going to go play pro in France.
Yeah.
Is France the league now?
Like upper level D2 and D1 basketball is comparable to the Euro leagues.
Okay, there you have it. He'll go number 2 to Washington. Is that what you think?
I do.
Yeah, same.
I do.
And then I think the steal of the draft, I think the most advantageous position in the draft, the number 3 drafting Houston Rockets will end up with Reed Shepherd, the freshman from Kentucky, and then they will be set up for success for 10 years to come.
I agree. This is Rockets are very lucky that there's 2 French giants going 1 and 2. So a classic normal-sized basketball player will be in Houston for the long haul.
Well, with Fred
running the point.
Well, not right away though, because with Fred VanVleet there,
right?
You can do like a, hey, spell in, hey, you can come off the bench, hey, it's that kind of growth thing.
Yeah, you're the shooting guard for the first team, and you're the point guard for the second team. Like, play some significant minutes.
Steve, when's the last time you watched basketball? Like, what year was it?
College?
While you were in college, or you watched college basketball last year?
What made you hate the NBA?
I don't hate the NBA. I don't watch a lot of it.
Could you not celebrate your Dallas Mavericks when they were in the finals?
That's not my team.
I'm very confused.
I have
your
a team.
fandom. Oh, it's the Lakers.
No.
Once Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf came into the league, Steve just shut off the
Is that
TV
a fact?
Chris
forever.
Jackson. Yeah. That dude could shoot.
Don't call him Mahmoud. It's Chris Jackson when you're sitting next to me.
When you,
God.
if you're nasty.
Muhammad Ali. Spurs are going to take
Cassius Clay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know this cat either. Matthias Buzelis played for the G League. Apparently, this kid's a shooter. If I'm San Antonio, I'm taking whoever Victor Wembanyama tells me to take.
San Antonio's not drafting anybody here.
Oh, no.
Picks number 4 and picks number 8, both San Antonio, are going to another team for a superstar. I think they're going to Atlanta for Trae Young. And then that gives Atlanta picks 1, 4, and 8 in this draft.
And then they're the team in 4 years.
If you nail that, they're going to be dominant in 4 years.
God.
San Antonio Spurs need NBA-ready all-star talent around Wembanyama now because he is good now. He doesn't need to develop. He doesn't need to get any better. He needs more minutes. He was overwhelmingly the Rookie of the Year and should have been the Defensive Player of the Year, and he averaged like 24 minutes. This kid is a freak. If he starts playing 40 minutes, they're immediately going to be 20 games better.
Between the first 5 picks we just gave you, there are 50 more picks that don't matter. And then at 55, the Los Angeles Lakers will take Bronny James.
Yes, of course they will. Unless somebody else does it before and holds him hostage.
So that's a thing, right? Because if they don't take him and he ends up going to whatever, Trailblazers, I don't care.
Yeah.
He ends up going somewhere else. We still get that moment, right? We still get when the Lakers play that team and the jersey swap between LeBron and Bronny. We'll still have that thing, but it won't be as good. It won't be as awesome. Because if they play together, it'll be the greatest story in the history of the NBA.
They're going to get him. He can't be in the league and not be playing with LeBron. It's an impossibility. And if a front office is smart, look at the last 5 to 10 picks.
Okay.
Teams that have been in the playoffs the last 5 years. They're usually in the playoffs. They usually have sustained success because they have good front offices and there's not a lot of turnover and there's stability and they make good moves. If I was anywhere in between New York, LA, Minnesota, Denver, Utah, Boston at the end of the draft, I would take Bronny James towards the end of the draft, hold him hostage, get way more than his value in a trade, and then laugh all the way to the bank.
So the one team that could do what you're saying is Steve's team, the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, they're perfect.
They're 1 pick in front of the Lakers.
Yeah.
And then, like they just did in total championships, they would be besting the Lakers again as LeBron James would sign with the Celtics.
Ugh.
What is that energy?
I don't want that.
You don't want the greatest basketball team in history? Think of that starting 5.
Why do we need him?
Starting
To be better.
They just won the NBA championship.
Yeah.
But think about it with them.
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, Bronny James, and one-legged Kristaps Porzingis. You're going to win a championship. You're going to go 82-0.
I'm not talking about pick 54. I'm talking about pick 30. At the end of the first round, take Bronny James and hold him hostage. Don't wait for someone else to have this exact same game plan somewhere in the second round. How often do second rounders, are they all-stars?
Did you say
it's
30?
Hardly ever.
Did you say 30 out of the air? Because you know that's Boston again.
Yes, that's why I said
okay.
Boston. Yeah.
There's only
Boston,
30 teams.
Boston, Utah, Minnesota, Denver. One of these teams are going to be good for a long time. We have superstars locked down. Take Bronny James at the end of the first round, and you get you miss
LeBron.
trade break.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
you don't have to trade. LeBron's not on a team
for sure.
He just shows up, and then he gets Klay Thompson to sign for the league minimum.
Yeah, and even if he doesn't play, even if he's not like a good 3-point shooter and wing defender, and doesn't turn anywhere as close as his father, you write into the contract that you get all of his firstborn, or maybe just the seed. You get to freeze Bronny James's seed. It's part of the contract.
As you're diving down the question marks that is this draft, what makes Bronny James more? Is he more of a crooked question mark than any of these other dudes we just named? He's not.
All these second rounders, they're all just coin flips where they're either going to be starters, and one out of every 5 drafts is a superstar. 1 out of every 3 or 4 drafts as an all-star, you just hope to get like productive minutes at the end of your bench out of second rounders. You rarely ever hit hard. So might as well take a chance on Bronny James. Either he turns into his father or you got him for trade bait.
Bronny James is somewhere between Seth and Steph Curry.
Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Nothing wrong with that.
Do you want him to wear number 6 in Boston?
No. It's not available. There's only 6 numbers left in Boston.
He looked good in 33.
Decent ones. No, not quite.
33 would play.
Yeah, he looked real good.
What about 11? Not 0, though. 0 is untouchable.
Is it? They're all retired.
We did it! That's what he would say. That's his thing. We continue down the world of the NBA with the greatest job opening in the history of professional sports becoming available today. It's Tumen on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Mike's hot.
The Denver Nuggets are looking to hire their next super mascot, Rocky. Hoping to find someone who has at least 3 years of mascot experience, a background in gymnastics, a college degree, and specific height requirements between 5'5" and 5'9". It is famously known that Super Mascot Rocky is the most compensated mascot in all of professional athletes. And if you have YouTube, you've seen this little mountain lion do some crazy stuff.
It's like in between him and Benny the Bull, right? It's like the goats in the mascot world.
Yeah.
They're the only ones that do like dangerous, high flying gymnastic stuff, and everyone's just like running around handing T-shirts. These guys are putting their lives in danger.
This dude Steve like hangs from the ceiling upside down for like hours at a time so they can descend him upon a halftime performance. Like, how do you put that on a resume?
Also, if you're looking for people in between 5'5" and 5'9", come to New Mexico. We got some shorties here.
Yeah, we got them in spades.
Mm-hmm.
Got them here.
Got a bunch.
I'm pro education. I'm pro getting your degree. What does a college degree have to do with this job?
To prove you can finish something? I don't know. I mean, depends on college degree. What does a college degree ever mean anyways? That you have the patience and fortitude to finish something? Maybe that's the same thing here.
I mean, that's a kind of a better answer than I thought you were going to give. Because the person that wants to do this job in like their athletic prime would have spent the previous years not in college.
Yeah, you would, well, unless you did college gymnastics.
That would be the only one.
Yeah. Why don't they just wrap those two qualifications together?
Must be collegiate gymnastic.
At least. Yeah. USA team preferred.
I would counter with doesn't struggle to get out of the bed in the morning.
Well, I mean, they don't have morning games. So you can sleep in.
You don't think I need to be at the office early for mascot practice?
In costume?
You ever worn a mascot outfit, Steve?
No.
Dan?
Yes, I have.
I was Santa Claus one year. Does that count?
It's awful. Not Santa. Santa's lovely. Wearing a costume is awful. Like getting trapped in one of those guys, it takes a special kind of human being.
Like what type? Like
Shot out to orbit.
Like name that type of human being so I can keep their resume on file.
Okay, someone with at least 3 years of mascot experience, a background in gymnastics, a college degree, and a specific height requirement between 5'5" and 5'9". Somebody like that.
What happened to the last mascot?
Which one?
Whoever's getting replaced here.
I don't know. Is it like an actress in Hollywood? Like, did they turn 30 and they had to get rid of them? Now they're looking for some fresh blood.
Well, there was it 10 years ago when the mascot passed out being dropped from the ceiling? This is the same mascot, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's not just one. They're looking for another one.
Oh, they want to add to it.
Yeah, there's never just one Rocky. Like, come on, man.
And you don't know they're passed out while they're up there. Like you're just down there like AGGRESSIVE. And like, oh no, here comes the lifeless corpse of mascot. This really happened. Do you guys not recall this?
And by the way, it's more than a mile high there. So it's an extra layer of difficulty to other places.
Also, I think you can learn the necessary gymnastics.
People don't just wake up and start backflipping, Fred. You need to do this from when you're a kid.
You know, you can learn a backflip.
You can just do a cartwheel.
That's what I'm saying. And also, he does a lot of those off trampolines. And like anyone can backflip on a trampoline.
No, they cannot. They
Front flip,
cannot.
yes.
That is
Front
so
flip.
unbelievably hard to do.
Front flip, if you are any bit of athletic, you should be able to pull a front flip off. But a back flip takes a little bit of crazy. You don't know how to do one.
You know me that 30 feet off the ground, standing on a ladder with no harness, catching basketballs and trying to hit half court shots that's gymnastics? Because it's not. That's just some stuff we could all try.
Try and fail. You're going to fall off and break your neck in a costume or not. I've seen you walk.
I can walk.
Barely.
That's not true. I could do what I just described.
You could do a backflip.
There is no way you could do that.
You don't think I could climb to the top of a 30-foot ladder, catch basketballs thrown at me, then juggle them for a moment, and then one arm hock two of them across the court?
Never.
I think I could.
No, you will fall to your death.
I could do that.
Fall to your death?
No. Catch
Hawk to a?
basketballs. Yeah. I could hawk to a ball into the basket.
That's same. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
From half court.
Easy.
Also, I hit the first one. You know what I'm going to do? Second one, over my head backwards. Hit it the other way.
You would fall over the first time you tried any kind of flailing arm movement. You are so plagued by gravity, a human being your size, you're at a disadvantage from like a normal person, not even like a trained gymnast in between 5'5" and 5'9".
You're
Nuggets, come to Albuquerque.
You're so incredibly wrong here.
We have your people here.
You can go up a ladder and catch a ball.
Yes.
Yeah, same.
It's I feel like it's one of those things where even if you physically can mentally, as soon as you reach your arms like above your waist, you're gonna start to just overthink and make yourself.
So
what's
in
the
my
ladder
defense,
look like though?
in my
It's
defense,
an A-frame ladder. It's a traditional.
30 feet is pretty high.
It's
Yeah.
30 feet in the air. It's like the ladder
it's a
that.
first down.
But you can lock your
It's a first
feet
down
around
away.
each side. It's not like a straight up ladder.
No, it kind of is. So it's an A-frame ladder till 20 feet, and then there's a straight up one that comes out of the middle at the top,
Right.
and it goes up another 10 feet,
Yeah.
and that's how you get to 30 feet.
I mean, you'd have to get used to that.
I'm used to it because I have very, very troubling ladder practices. I go to the top of the ladder and I literally put the bottom of my feet right on the part where it says "Do not stand."
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it all the time. I trim trees in the top of
I am
the
telling
A-frame
you,
ladder.
If I can sit on the top rung and I can put my knees over the rung and then lock the tops of my feet behind the second rung,
Yeah.
I am 100% solid. You just got to make a good throw up to me at 30 feet. And I can wear a GoPro and do it.
There might be a weight limit on that one.
A weight limit.
Height and
Yes,
weight, and
because
yeah.
you're going up 10 feet on a single ladder that's up already 20 feet.
The hardest part is the leopard mitts.
I mean, how strong a ladder is that going to be?
This is like an industrial ladder. This is like one that the coyote would get
Well, for
if he
you,
was chasing the Roadrunner.
yeah, you would need it because you're larger, taller.
Have you ever balanced a baseball bat in your hand?
Yes.
Okay. You know how there's more weight at the top of the bat and it's easy to balance? Same concept.
It's easier upside down with the weight at the bottom.
Because, well, I could see why Fred said that because at the top of his bat is his head, where it's a lot more weight up there.
I could hook.
Exactly.
I could hook my knees over the second rung. I could then lean all the way back like Fat Joe,
No,
catch the front part of my ankles and feet to the top rung, be upside down, catch a basketball being thrown to me, hold it up like Simba,
No, that's happening.
Nasinya, like Mufasa does, and then I could huck Tua it into a basketball from midcourt.
nope.
Please quit talking about huck-toing balls. Let's get to the real root of the issue here. What happened to the old Rocky?
What's the cover?
Where's
Yep,
Rocky?
that's what we need to know.
Blink if you're okay, Rocky. Where are you?
Steve just went and got a baseball bat.
And he's balancing it
Whenever
right now.
whenever we get back from the break, it's our Isham Dental soundbite of the day. We're live from the Albuquerque Duke store. It's 2 Men On 95.9 FM and AM 6. The Sports Animal. Welcome back to the program. We didn't get a chance to yesterday because we were so busy helping with Rio Doso fire relief. One of my favorite segments every day is the Isham Dental soundbite of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Also, thank you to the friends of the show that have reached out and showed me your cool smiles.
Yeah.
I like it. When are you going to Isham Dental, man? What's your problem?
Probably in my 60s, I would guess.
When do you need dentures?
Yeah.
Do you have like pretty good teeth?
Yeah, I got really good teeth.
Do you?
Mhm.
Smile real quick.
I brush every day.
Smile right now. Oh, they're okay. Middle of the road.
Even for like a lifelong smoker who just quit in the past year.
How many days you up to?
I don't know. Let's see. Even as a lifelong smoker, a guy who drinks tea and coffee every day,
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. Pretty good.
505-881-0422. Reach out to Scott Isham at Isham Dental, or as we recommend, go to ishamdentalabq.com, where you can get the exclusive offer of free exam and x-ray. You know they're doing those dentures. You know they're handling them at a low cost, and they work with whatever insurance provider you have, including Medicare A and B. All right, Isaiah, do you have the Isham Dental soundbite of the day?
It is had.
Here we go.
Broke his bat, loops it right back to the mound. Harper will get the double play, and now they'll throw it to third for a triple play.
Unbelievable.
McKinstry had no idea what was going on.
The Philadelphia Phillies turned a triple last night.
So wait.
They're the best team in baseball by far. They're better than the Orioles. They're better than the Yankees. And it is a real special thing going on in the city of brotherly love outside of their terrible City Connect jerseys.
Yeah, there's a lot of awful things to hate about Philadelphia, but boy, are them Phillies kicking ass right now. They're missing their second and third best player.
Wild.
They're doing it without perennial all-star Trey Turner. They're doing it without one of the best catchers in baseball, JT Realmuto. It is nuts what they're pulling off.
They're hecka good at the game of baseball. Also, I get kind of weirded out on the third out of every triple play. Like
you don't think it's going to happen?
No, but it's like, do you just not know what's going on here? Just you're gonna keep running home?
So yeah, the guy running from third, knew he was hosed. Knew he was screwed.
He just went back to the dugout.
He didn't even make an effort to go back to third. He was like, "Oh my God, I'm already at home plate. There's no way I can make it back. I'll just stand here."
So Veerling just kind of, it's not even like he really ripped it.
Yeah.
He just kind of puts one up the middle, and the pitcher gets it easily.
Yeah.
He's the cat's left-handed, so the first throws over to first, and then, or no, I guess he's right-handed because he caught it on his left side. So the throw's over to first, and then they just send it across the diamond real smooth.
Also, this is a very Detroit Tigers thing to happen.
Yeah.
Why are you running with bases loaded and nobody out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And McKinstry's like,
why are you straying that far off the bag when you have a line drive hitter up and no one out? Stay close to the bag. This is what happens when you don't know the fundamentals of baseball.
you remember when you were a kid and you play T-ball and everyone gets to touch home plate?
Mhm.
That's what McKinstry was like. I'm touching no matter what. I got this one. I'm the guy.
This still counts.
Ugh.
I touched the base before I was out. That's a rule, right?
Is there another sport where you can have the best player arguably ever and best player living and you're like not even considered one of the best teams?
Yeah, hockey. We saw with Connor McDavid last night.
What are you talking about? The Los Angeles Angels the past 5 years? Is that who you're referring to?
It's a crazy scenario to me. Hockey's it's good because I guess it's also another low scoring sport, but I don't know. It's just
Baseball. Well, baseball is different. Baseball, the defense has the ball, and I think we've talked about this a lot. It's not necessarily what you can do against a team; it's what you can prevent a team from doing.
Sure.
And this McKinstry kid last night, we'll give you for an example. Like this, is how you find yourself without a job.
Yeah.
Like no one throws up a 1-3-5 triple play.
Mhm.
Like that's not a thing that happens in baseball. Like these dudes, they don't get it at this level. You have to the extreme, put in the effort for that thing not to happen. Because if you don't get tripled off at third, you're still staying in second and third.
Yeah.
2 down, which is a bummer.
Yeah.
But you got a chance for the next guy up to put some runs on the board against the best team in baseball. in my opinion. Breathe it out.
I was just thinking of which acronym I was going to go with here because this is a zero out triple play is the perfect example.
Well, all triple plays are 0 outs.
Of the crossover in between a noble tiger and a toot bland that exists in baseball. You can only do them one at a time. When you got a triple play, you got both a noble tiger and a toot bland.
When we get back from the break,
Van explains what those are.
No, we're just doing prize picks. I don't have time for this weird stuff. I got some prize picks out there, boys. I want to know if you're playing anything today. Don't forget a promo code KNML will match up to a hundo. It's 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Before we do, though, and this is a little bit of a sad one from the world of professional wrestling, man. WWE Hall of Famer Sika Anoya has passed away. The father of Roman Reigns dies at 79.
Okay. That's honestly, that's a good life for a wrestler, isn't it?
79's a run in that profession. We talked yesterday about Jacob Fatu making his debut in the WWE. He's part of that family line. My co-host of Going Over, a professional wrestler here in town, and broadcast partner Sally Taylor, also a part of that family bloodline. So Sika Anoya, or excuse me, Anoa'i. Anoya, what was it? Anoa'i has passed away today. So there you go. That's a bummer.
That is a bummer.
You know, that's the thing about like pro wrestling. You can't go back any real amount of time without, like, I'll use like Royal Rumble example. You can't go back farther than, I think 2012 is the first one you go to where you won't see someone in the ring who has passed away.
That's dark.
It's dark.
Yeah,
dude.
that's dark.
Up until this year, obviously.
Yeah.
But you get the point of what I'm trying to say.
Sure.
You can, I think it's 91. No, 88. The last one without The Undertaker is like, oh, they're like almost everyone in here has passed away, which is like not that long ago.
My goodness, that's a weird way to look at it.
Yeah.
But it's also a great way to put it in a perspective that, you know, sometimes this life we have is fleeting. And I mean, who's got it right? The guy who lives to be 100 and experiences everything and sees everything before he goes, or someone who lived life as hard as possible and goes young. I mean, and that's the majority of these stories you hear from
the pro wrestling
world, the sports world. You know, I mean, what do you pick your poison? What would you rather have? Like the safety and security of knowing that you're going to live to be a little bit older, unless tragedy befalls you? Or do you really go for it? Do you just really go for it and try to live life to the fullest?
A member of the Wild Samoans. Yeah, just, I don't know, the whole thing, you know. So super sad. Sika Anoa'i passes away today at the age of 79. Bummer. You know, huge bummer on that one. You wouldn't have the bloodline without him. I mean, he's one of those big storyline guys. And all the names, Peter Maivia, Rocky Johnson, who is the father of The Rock, you know, all these guys in the mix because of and like we said, the father of Roman Reigns. So sad day. You know what? Like, not to be that guy, but this happens with music. This happens with not all film, because film is a weird one. I think Robin Williams is the last one, where Norm Macdonald, where you just get these like tremendous tributes to people.
Sure.
Like after it happens, and that will happen in the world of professional wrestling today. I'm a Goodspeed guy. A lot of people are Godspeed, but to he and his family, Goodspeed at this time. Okay, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is wild right now. So I'm not telling you that sure things exist. I'm not that guy.
Sure.
But if you think you have one right now, if you think you have one wager, if you think you have one more or less where you're like, this is a sure, hear me out.
Okay.
You take the more on Lionel Messi tonight versus Chile, 2.5 shots.
Okay.
You take the more on 0.5 season pass yards for Patrick Mahomes. You take the more on 0.5 hot dogs eaten by Jeffrey Esper at the Nathan's 4th of July, and whatever thing that you think you were sure of today. That's a 4-timeser right there.
Got some bad news for you, brother.
Yeah.
You can't mix and match multiple different promotions, but you can stack
do it 4 times.
You can, yeah, you could do it one time for $25. You could do it 5 times for $5 at a pop. Anything in between there. I got a lot of open tickets on Prize Picks with all these promotions going right now. A lot.
Some of them have forever time. So the Messi match is not for over, next Tuesday? Or no, it's tonight. So never mind. That one is tonight. So take that one if you want to play that one. That's 2.5 shots. He's going to go over that for sure in soccer. But then I don't know, like grab a baseball one you're sure about. Like go out there and like play something semi-safe. Like if you think Hunter Brown's going to get more than 17.5 outs versus Colorado, you know what? So do I.
Sure. Yeah, same. I like today I took a lot of goblins on strikeouts. A lot of strikeout pitchers that I bundled together and mixed them with those gimmies. So I'm sitting very pretty tonight.
I'm going with the Messi over 2.5 shots. I'm going to take the Shohei over 0.5 RBIs.
Oh, smart.
Yeah. And I'm going to put that bad boy out there tonight. So let's go. So we're playing now, and we are excited about it. You got another big one, you think, or no?
Well, it's making me update my app right now. I had it pulled open to share some with you. I've been doing some weird ones lately.
Yeah.
I've been mixing some
Little League of Legends in there?
some demons with some gimmies.
Okay.
I got a CJ Abrams stolen base tonight. I think he's gonna get a few singles and he's gonna give himself some shots for a stolen base. So I got CJ Abrams.
I get so
with a
infuriated.
stolen base.
I get so infuriated with that one because I feel like a guy like CJ Abrams is going to take his extra base, but it's going to be on like a wild pitch or a pass ball or something, and then I get like all worked up
because it's not.
because it's not.
Yeah.
And then like I'm like yelling at an Fisher scorer that I've never met. I'm like, this can't be accurate.
Yeah.
Like
He would have stolen you.
I literally do that
Yeah.
from home, and I'm like, this is not for me. But promo code KNML will get you a match up to $100 on your first deposit. So if you put in a hundo, we will put in a hundo alongside you, and you'll be playing alongside us, and that is a super fun thing.
Join us. All I do is have fun on Prize Picks. I'm getting close.
Yeah.
Because I pulled. I had a nice little streak there at the beginning. Yanked my little $100 back, so I'm just free rolling here, and I'm getting close to the kitty. Because I'm kind of a junkie. Every time I'm on the toilet with my cellular telephone, I put in a bunch of Prize Picks. I do like 20 lineups a day.
I've won 10 times my original investment.
Fantastic.
No, I've won 20 times my original investment.
You've taken it out.
Yeah, it's no longer in there.
Yeah, so I've won significantly more than that, but I haven't taken it out.
With my
I just got my money back, and now I'm letting it all ride, baby.
with my original 100 deposit,
Mm-hmm.
20 times that.
You
Isn't that crazy? Like, why?
were crushing it on the Nerfies.
I'm still not doing bad on it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like-
still on that Nerfy train,
Yeah, and I haven't won big again on it, but I've not lost.
right? Because they'll hit.
Steve Palmisano joining us on the program.
Hey.
Now, Steve, you love sports, but you love money more.
Sure.
Do you
Why
love,
not both?
Yeah, hey, let's combine them.
Yeah,
Okay.
Antonio Brown hates both.
I mean, I like sports a lot. I think sports are great.
But money,
Can't have sports without money.
well, I mean, that's not true. I can show you a lot of countries where,
Yeah.
yeah, they
Wow.
Well, I mean, you got to at least buy the first soccer ball. At least.
not even. They just
Yeah.
coconut husk or whatever. They just
Okay.
figure it out.
Sorry. I was wrong.
I hate you so much.
It's been mean to me the whole time. I don't even know why I came back on. Go ahead.
Roller derby was just here, huh?
I saw her. Yeah.
They were super nice.
Yes. Yeah. It was great.
I
We
mean,
will do some shirts.
Whoa.
hold
Yeah.
on.
Hmm?
Albuquerque Dukes is now home of Albuquerque Roller.
No, I didn't say they were home with the Albuquerque Roller Derby. I'm helping them out with some shirts, some gear, some merch.
Like Sandia Slammer shirts?
I think so.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Burkay Brawler shirts?
Yeah.
You hate the word Burkay. Did you tell him that?
What are you talking about?
You hate the word Burkay.
I think
When you
there's
say it like that, it's very upsetting. I can see why.
I think there's better nicknames for the Duke City.
I tried to nickname me and Van the Tramway Tag Team.
And how'd that go?
Still trying.
Mm,
Who doesn't like it?
The street.
What did they call you?
They said,
one half of the tag team's not crazy about it either.
yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
What would the other half suggestion be?
Not that.
As far as
You
street,
can't. Go ahead.
How about 2 men on skates?
Uh,
that sucked.
yeah.
That super sucked.
About I don't know. It's not coming to me.
Tag team names?
Yeah.
Juan and Tabo.
Exactly. Well, I was going to say Wantabo.
No.
Everybody likes Wantabo. Nobody knows who Wantabo was.
I know exactly who he is.
Yeah.
We've talked about this a million times on the show.
All right, I haven't been on the show a million times.
He is a fella, and he was the first Native American to adopt Jesus Christ as his Lord and Savior, and he was a sheep herder.
In New Mexico.
Correct.
Did you know there's a
Over there in the
Wantabo
heights.
in
It's right over
Scottsdale?
there.
There's a Wantabo in Scottsdale.
Same cat?
He gets around.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
Mm-hmm.
Never have been able to find that out.
A bunch of little Juanitos
And
all over here
Tampico.
and Scottsdale.
I mean, that's what I'm like. He spread the word. You know what I mean?
That's not it.
apparently.
You just wanted it to remain a mystery?
It's more fun like that. Things you don't know about.
The mystery of Wantabo.
Mm-hmm. No one will ever know. Except for we have the exact answer.
What does that music mean?
Means Josh Sean will be joining us.
It also means friend of the show, Sean, wants to say something.
Friend of the show, Sean, before we go to break,
Let's do it.
is it Juan Tabo related?
Tell us about Johnny Tables.
No, man. I first want to say that Mr. Palmisano
Yes,
has
sir.
got a great voice for radio.
Let's go.
Hey, baby.
Like for real. Like I love the way his voice sounds on the radio.
Thank you, sir.
And then, secondly, like Fred, how long have you been in New Mexico?
7 years this month.
And you don't like green chili, bro?
Stop.
there you go.
John, thanks
do
for
it.
Like I
calling.
mean,
Let's have
okay,
this
you're setting down roots and you're making your living in a place that is about green chili.
Yeah.
And you don't eat green chili?
Can't put it in my mouth, all right? It's a,
Jeez Louise, dude.
I think we should have that conversation again, right?
Sean,
Yeah,
you're the,
no, you need to get on that, like stat.
Sean,
And the last thing I've got, and
Yeah.
I know you're up against the break,
Mhm.
dude. You got to change that intro, man.
oh, man. We've heard it too much
You got to
lately.
change that intro.
We've asked our producer to
I
do
mean,
it.
really, and it's nobody else's responsibility but you, Fred. You know, Manfred. You got to do it, dude.
Wow.
Make it happen.
I mean, we
I
submitted
love
it
you guys,
to corporate.
and
Not the
Mr.
producer.
Palmisano has got the greatest voice for radio right now, as far as the tone
Yep.
and the inflection. He has got a great voice.
Don't you think I should be on every day?
Keep him on.
There we go.
All right, Sean, you just won yourself 10% off at the Duke's team
Show
store.
up. I might give him 15.
Dang, brother, dang.
I like Sean.
Live from the Duke store. It's 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM
Did
610.
you want me to do that bumper for you?
The sports animal.
Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Welcome back to the program. Welcome back to 2 Men On, where we are live at the Albuquerque Duke store, slinging merch. Isotopes play tonight. The Isotopes don't play 6 games this week, boys. They only play 5, because one night they take us back to the land of nostalgia as they adorn the Albuquerque Dukes gear this Saturday night as Dukes Night, Retro Night at Isotopes Park, where Van and I will be helping you, Steve Palmisano, sell T-shirts and exclusive hats one night only.
Well, they debut on Saturday.
They'll sell out on Saturday.
You think?
I'm going to do this move. I'm going to say, step right up.
Oh, my gosh.
Sir, you look like a guy that knows a good deal when you see one. Come with me. That's what I'm going to say. What do you think Josh Sushan is going to say about that? Welcome to the program, voice of the Isotopes, Josh Sushan.
Happy opening day 2.0, gentlemen.
Yeah, baby.
The Isotopes have not sucked recently. Are they pretty excited about this?
Yeah, back-to-back, 4 out of 6. And today we're tied for first place. Tied for first place at the moment.
10-way tie.
So
Such a stupid way to say
So they've
that.
won 4 of their last 6, but their current record is 0-0.
Yes. Actually won 8 of the last 11, and the current record is 0-0.
Also, we just got to take that momentum forward.
Yeah.
Don't rest on your laurels.
No.
Now, Josh, I got an official email today saying that me and Van are going to be batting alongside Manny Ramirez in a home run derby. How do you feel about this?
I feel like you need to read the email better, because that is not what it says.
Sure.
I'm going to crack a dinger.
I do think that you guys need to apply, and I really wish that whoever in charge of this in Major League Baseball could just do like a Zoom call as they go through the different applications, and they're like, oh, so this guy hit 50 home runs for a slow pitch softball team over the last 5 years, and these two guys host a sports talk show in Albuquerque, and just to get like their reactions as they look at the applications and the resumes of people who are applying for the opportunity to then try out for to be a part of Home Run Derby X.
So, elite level athlete Van Nunley here, Josh Sushan. I played in the Mexican leagues for all of one summer. I am credentialed. I have a resume, and I can still drop bombs. I think they're going to reach out to me. I don't need to put in an application.
That's not how it works, but
Damn it.
okay. That's good radio, but that's not good reality.
Now, I am considering a home run derby the karaoke to a live concert experience. And I would say I am not the best karaokeer in the world, but
Okay.
I'm the best entertainer. Therefore, if you were to put me up there in this home run derby karaoke situation, I will entertain.
Once again, that is good radio. That is not in reality, though.
Steve Palmisano, did you ever see
How about
Gladiator?
this? How about like, hey, you know what we're going to do? We're going to hit the cages every day between now and however long so that we can be not just good entertainers, but so that we can also hit bombs.
Well, I mean, if I start practicing, it won't be fair to Manny Ramirez. I don't want to show him up.
Yeah, I'm not trying to mess up my swing.
Yeah.
Man, do you have a reference on baseballreference.com based on this summer?
Hold on, let me see. No, they added the Negro leagues this year, not the Mexican leagues from the early 2000s. So not yet.
Because, well, here's the thing, though. There are some leagues where it just says, like half of a person's name or has, like, a nickname because, like, the rosters are incomplete. So maybe that's why.
They called me Chupacabra Blanco. Did you Google that one?
No, but maybe I need to.
Now, Josh, is it tough for you to get through the week broadcasting for the Isotopes whenever you know that the Dukes game is Saturday night?
No.
What?
Like, what am I? explain to me what would be the problem?
The excitement.
Yeah. How do you harness that?
How do you hold that in?
You build off it.
Ooh, good answer.
I mean, we got 4 straight days of teasers
Yeah.
to get ready for Duke's Retro Night.
They should.
I mean, I'm pumped that Mike Socha is going to be in attendance. And, I mean, you think about a guy for a Hall of Fame, played for the Dukes.
Awesome.
Fabulous playing career, won multiple World Series, right? 81, 88, went to an all-star game. Just like known as just like the ultimate like tough catcher, right? When I think of like a tough catcher, I think of Mike Socha.
Yeah, Malone.
And then he managed the Dukes, and then the Dodgers let him get away, and he goes to the Angels and has an extremely lengthy, extremely successful career managing the Angels, including winning a World Series. There's only a handful of guys who have won a World Series as a player and as a manager, and he's one of them. And he's going to be in Albuquerque this Saturday. It's awesome.
Inventor of the rally monkey.
Which is exactly why how can you broadcast for 4 games before?
Yeah, without that. That's what I'm agreeing with you. Josh, do you have a Duke's polo you're going to wear? Like, what's your fit going to be Saturday night?
I do not have a Dukes polo.
Hey, I got a guy.
You have a guy.
We have
a
a guy.
Somebody, anybody.
Like a nice red one?
What are my options? I mean, are there options
Like
for this?
left upper chest? I mean, like, just like a nice professional one?
Duke's red.
Yeah, Duke's red.
There's a Dukes red?
I swear to God, dude, you're making me so mad right now.
So you're saying you got a guy?
Here's what I'm telling you. If you're wearing Isotopes gear on Saturday night at the Dukes game, you're slumming. It's about all Dukes all night long.
All night. Yeah.
What if I'm wearing a suit and tie?
Does it have a Duke on the tie?
Is there such a thing?
Lapel pin?
That's a great
We got
idea.
Duke's ties.
Would be awesome. Hey, do you want to be?
Do you guys have the Duke song memorized yet without having to look it up and cheat?
Steve does.
I was going to ask Zay if he has it in the. I mean, I know.
I think it's a hot button.
That person that's on the open used to have it.
Hey, when you do games on the road, Josh, and they're doing like their retro teams or homage games, do you bother to learn anything about that team?
Oh, 100%. Tons. Yeah. When was it? This past week, we were in Oklahoma City, and they were the 89ers, which was their name for like 20-something years, and that refers to the land run of 1889. Ooh. And among the notables who played for the 89ers of Oklahoma City were Ryan Sandberg and a bunch of others. Yeah, I mean, look, I love baseball and I love history, so you merge those together. Yeah, Sacramento was the Solons, Tacoma was the Tugs at one point, Las Vegas was the Stars, and then they were the 51s, and then they were the Aviators. I could keep going on and on, but I think you get the point. Yeah, I love all that.
Well, I guess the question I have is, why do you know so absolute much about the 1889ers and you don't know that the Dukes have a red?
I'm quite aware of all of the colors, but that doesn't mean that I know all of the different merchandise options.
What Pilo said today on the pregame.
So we talked about whether or not he likes the split season format.
He does.
So that was one topic.
This year he does.
And then another topic was, like, do you treat it, do you give like the rah-rah speech again, like you did on opening day? I do think it's interesting that Noah Davis was our opening night 1.0 starter, and he's going to be the opening night 2.0 starter as well.
That's sweet.
And then we talked about a couple of pitchers named Ryan Rollison and Austin Kitchen.
There we go. Josh, have a good week of broadcasts, and Dukes baseball is this Saturday. We're so excited.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Swoosh, day game tomorrow. I haven't missed one yet. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
See how excited he sounded?
He did not at all. Steve Palmisano,
Yes, sir.
thank you for today.
Thank you for being here.
Exclusive hats this Saturday at Iso Spark during the Dukes game. Awesome. Yep. Isaiah back at the office. Ho hum.
Yeah.
Van, final words.
Too much for the time allotted, my friend. Anything we didn't cover, make sure you check out tomorrow morning on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
I promise I won't say Haktua again. Good job, everyone. GG.
See you tomorrow, Burke.
The Open with Jeff Symbieta